Hey everybody, it's Betsy and I am back, and after my foray into finding Crystal from Chronically Crochet, I decided that I enjoy crochet so much that I'm going to talk about it on my channel because I actually don't have that many yarny friends, so maybe I'll make some. So it is Christmas present season, and there's not much else I can do, and this is a good bed craft. So this year I am trying to make a bunch of Christmas presents, which means I have a huge yarn haul in front of me, a huge yarn haul. So I'm going to start first with my work in progress because it is almost done, and then I can feel better talking about the other projects that I'm going to tell you about. So my current work in progress, and there went a ball of yarn already, and it's the beginning, is the pocket shawl that has many various renditions, but this pattern by Sonia Hood I actually followed to the T.
Turns out that's not exactly true. I ended up adding an edge where the fringe was supposed to go that matched the sides because it was a little short.
Because I wanted something easy and I didn't feel the need to modify it. It's also a gift, it is not for me. So any modifications I might do, I wouldn't know if they would help anyway. So here is, I have a pocket ready to sew on. I'm hoping to finish this tonight because I have this much of the second pocket done. And the shawl itself, which, you know, it's hard to see it in this video and get it all in angle, is actually finished, minus the fringe to put on the edges. And so this took a full skein of, let me double check what this is, Red Heart Jumbo Super Saver in Aran Fleck, and this is into the second skein without having fringe done yet and without having fully the second, but I mean the second pocket's very close. But I'm super excited that I'm going to have some of this left because it just so happened that Crochet World had a very cute pattern in it this month featuring that yarn. It's a paper plate holder and it's got pumpkins on it. And who doesn't love fall decor? So I'm hoping that I can finish enough of my Christmas presents the next 2 or 3 weeks to feel comfortable making this and stopping on things for other people, but we shall see. So that's what I'm planning to do with the rest of that yarn. And then this is spread over probably a month of me collecting yarn for various Christmas projects to get started. So my first yarn haul is actually from, you heard me talk about Allison Hoffman from Crafty is Cool if you saw the Baby Yoda crochet video, which I will try to link in the description. She came out with her own skin tones, and I am obsessed with her AmiguruME people. I have her book, but she just came out with a Mr. Rogers pattern, and I am really hoping to make him. First, I'm going to show you, I got the, since I primarily wanted this for Mr. Rogers, I got the light skin toned pack to see what came in it. So there is, this is me, I'm sorry, I'm not showing this in correct color order, but this is her medium 2 skin tone. It's 100% acrylic, 50 grams, 120 yards in a skein, and she calls it a number 4 medium, and it's super soft. And I love what's it called, the twirl of it, how it's wound. It's different. So that's medium 2. This is medium 1. Same weight, same everything. And then she has 2 pinker tones in here, which would go, this is light 2. I could totally use that for me because I read pink a lot. And we have light 1. And I haven't figured out which one is appropriate for Mr. Rogers. Wonder if her pattern says. It might have come out before her. No, it just says flesh worsted weight. Anyway, this is Mr. Rogers. And he comes with Daniel Tiger. And I forget, I'm blanking on the king's name. I'm sure it tells me in here. Oh, what is his name? He's like the guy, he's one of the most popular. King Friday. How could I not remember that? Anyway, so hopefully I will be doing him very soon. So that's a pattern haul. And then the rest of this, okay, when I went shopping for the original yarn for the pocket shawl that I'm currently about to finish, I saw this yarn, and I'm gonna confess, this is for me, but look at it. It's gray with rainbow flecks in it. And it is so soft. This is Lion Brand's Heartland Tweed in Mount Rainier. It says Tweed de Mont Rainier. Oh, I guess that's French. That was a brain fog moment. This is why I enjoy watching you, Crystal, because you do stuff like that too. I'm laughing with you, not at you. Because we both, yeah, brain fog and MECFS, it's a thing. So this actually didn't come with near as much on a skein, obviously. So I got 4 of them. And I have to say though, that pocket shawl is kind of boring to make on its own. I was really sick of the double and half double crochets. So I might use this for a different shawl, scarf, sweater, but I had to get it. Oh, it's so, look at all those colors. It's so soft. So it's a medium weight yarn, 94% acrylic, 6% rayon, which I thought rayon and acrylic. No, rayon is viscose. Never mind, those are different fibers. 200 yards in a skein. Recommended hook size is 6 millimeter. The hook size that the original pocket shawl pattern came with was 9, but I'm 4'10", so if I decided to go with that pattern after all and used a smaller hook size, I think it would be about right. That's that. What else did I get on that one? These came from Joanne. And speaking of Joanne, if you live in the Marietta, Kennesaw area, the Joanne that serves us has moved to the Toys R Us building up on Barrett Parkway. And having worked in a Joann's in a previous life, that Joann's is like, it was like the holy grail of Joann's. It's clean, it's huge, it's spacious. They have an entire yarn wall that is currently color coded and has stayed that way at least for a month, because I've gotten to go twice and it has stayed. Well, I'm just like, do you know how hard it is to keep up in a Joanne? Like, it's just, I'm just in awe. It's amazing. If you haven't been there, you have to go. It's in the old Toys R Us building. And if you had to let go of Toys R Us, putting a massive Joann's in there, and like, I swear the yarn section is twice as big as it was in the old store. And the old store was like tucked way back. It wasn't easy to get to. I really didn't go there that often. So, I mean, not that I go places often, but I would go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby before I'd trek. Well, Hobby Lobby, anyway. Okay, I'm done because I'm going on a whatever. Okay, so that same Joanne trip was the trip that I determined I was gonna make multiple Yodas and had to get more of the brown pipsqueak yarn. And it is chocolate. If you didn't watch my other video, I got 2 more skeins of this because one Yoda coat, actually, I think I got 3. One Yoda coat takes a whole one of these. And Yoda went to his happy final destination today, and the birthday girl and her mom were like beyond excited. So Yoda's gonna have a very happy life. And I got the Sage, light Sage, Red Heart Super Saver instead of the more greeny green to do Yoda this time, because I liked the way Allison's original pattern showed that. So we'll see how he comes out this time. And everything else on here, I believe. Oh, no, that's not true. I have never seen this before. Now, mind you, I just got back into the world of crochet sometime last year, and I was so slow that like I'm still working through my first yarn haul from when I first got started. But this doesn't have a brand name unless the brand name is actually Knit and Crochet, and it has been mostly out of stock because you can't get it for pickup at Joann. But it is almost a DK weight, which is what is used for a lot of the AmiguruME patterns that Allison Hoffman uses, especially her people, because they're pretty small. And it's super soft, and I find it really hard to find bright DK colors. I guess because it's usually like in solids anyway. I guess it's usually a baby weight or something. I don't know. But this looked like the perfect red for Mr. Rogers' cardigan. And yes, I think it takes like a measly amount of yarn for his cardigan, but I mean, if you're gonna do Mr. Rogers, do it right. So I'm sure I'll find something else to use red for. And I could not find that in another color at the time, even though I really wanted it. So for Mr. Rogers' shirt, I got this blue. It's a Simply Soft by Karen, which is a little bit heavier weight, but she uses a couple, we're just gonna have to make it work because it's just hard to find. I've been looking. It's hard to find the right solid colors in the weight of yarn that I want, in the price point that I want. So that was my other Joann's purchase. And the rest of this is hobby. No, that's not true, because I also got, this is for a pattern haul. This is the Dissent Cowl, and it's supposed to look like the Dissent. You know how Ruth Bader Ginsburg, did she coin that? I don't know. I think she's the one that called it a Dissent collar. I don't know. I thought it was beautiful, and I'm not big into cowl scarves, necklaces, but I really, really like this. So I found a very, very soft. Again, this calls for a lightweight DK yarn, which everybody seems to love, but is like really hard to find. And yeah, anyway, so this is actually a medium weight yarn, but you know, it's thin and thick in different places. So I'm just going with it. And if it's gonna be a little bit bigger, you can have a floppy cowl, right? Anyway, so this is stained glass. How appropriate for a pastor's wife. Okay, but I'm making this for a gift first. However, it only takes 130 yards of the variegated, and there happens to be 270 yards in this. So hopefully I can get two out of this. If not, I loved it so much, I bought another one. So I have extra because it's super soft. And I had a really hard time finding a solid color to match. So I got this teal, and it's not quite there, but there are a couple different colors of teal. So I'm hoping that it will work, but I have to be continued. I have something else I found that I think might really go that I'm super excited about. But this is that KC brand again. I forgot this. Both of these came from Joann, and this is aptly named Teal. And I got two of those because I have a feeling I will need some teal AmiguruME weight yarn, and think there were only 1 or 2 skeins left of this in 1 or 2 colors, and I'm not sure if it's gonna come back because I've never seen it before. Again, not that I make it out to the store that often, and if I looked at it online, I wouldn't have known what it was. I hate yarn shopping online. You just can't match anything. You're just ordering blindly almost. You can't match things. You don't know how it feels. I mean, you know by the fiber content that it might be okay. But back to this and my Hobby Lobby haul. My Hobby Lobby haul, okay? I figured about 2 weeks ago, I think both Rose Loves Crochet and a couple other channels that I got, maybe even Crystal Chronically Crochet. I don't know. Can you tell I have been watching crochet YouTube haul videos like constantly? A couple weeks ago, everybody was posting their Hobby Lobby clearance yarn hauls, so I can't believe that I found this clearance yarn because that was 2 whole weeks ago. And it is the Hint of Silk. It is bamboo and silk, and it is beautiful. And if you could just feel it, you know how they like have smell-o-vision? We need like Squishaville. Okay, I can't say that, but you know what I mean? Like, oh, it's so soft. And because I wasn't crazy with the teal, I think it's gonna work with the purple. I can't wait to make both of these and see which one I like best. This is now a thing. I will keep doing this and I will show you them when I finish it. And because I still am having a hard time finding a dark gray that is not so dark that it's black in that lighter weight yarn, I bought this gray for Mr. Rogers Pants, but it's a little light. I mean, if it wouldn't look weird with the skin tone, I'd almost do khaki, but I think it's gonna look better with the gray. And it's a little thick. We're just gonna pray it works because, again, finding a lighter weight yarn, I don't have to say that for the 5th time. It's just been hard. I really wish they had this in a bunch of other colors because it is the perfect weight. And, but then I suppose you'd be like creepily cuddling with Mr. Rogers. Oh, wow, that came out like way worse than I meant for it to sound. We're gonna move on. I think these are gonna be great together. This has 130 yards on it, and you need 240 for the cowl. And because they were $1.59 a skein, I got 6 of them. Because also, like, it's purple. When are you not going to use a purple silky soft yarn? Like, I guarantee you I can find something else to do with that. And then, yes, this was a ridiculous purchase for a tie. Like, literally a strip. But I don't have much of a stash. So I purchased this navy for Mr. Rogers' tie because darker colors are not typically... Darker and primary colors are not colors that you will typically see in my repertoire of favorites. So I didn't have any navy or gray or red. So, navy for the little tie. We'll make Mr. Rogers 10,000 ties. Just kidding. And then, because I have to take Sarah with me, my whole family goes with me because, let's be honest, I'm not driving and I'm not leaving my 7-year-old at home by herself. And she found this yarn and she was like, Mom, please make me something out of this. And it is that kind of, I would call this homespun, like, I think that's Lion Brand's name for this kind of yarn is homespun, maybe. But this is Yarn Bee Fireside in the color Fuchsia Palooza. Now, if you want to, like, this is all my favorite colors in one yarn. And I think I'm going to make her a sweater, but I really don't know. So I think I got 3 of these. And while I didn't make a huge haul in the clearance department, with the exception of these, Hobby Lobby had 30% off all their yarns, and they also had 25% off most of the ones that I got at Joann, plus they had one of those like $15 off of 50 or something. So I am set for a while, and I just want to sit here and pet it all. But then I wouldn't finish the pocket shawl tonight, which might not happen either anyway. You know, it's when I put these goals on myself to finish things quickly that I crash myself with crochet. So let's not do that and say, if I don't finish the pocket shawl tonight, it's okay. But man, do I wish that I could crochet faster. But I think everybody thinks that, whether they're sick or not. So there you go. Oh, and I got stitch markers, because these are my favorite for AmiguruME, because you can clip them on and off really easily. And I mark the heck out of those rounds, so I know exactly what they are. Because otherwise I can't keep it up. So my caregiver laughs because she finds these all over the floor. And she's right. They're like, I don't know, they're just super easy to lose. So you can never have too many stitch markers. And that is my yarn haul. I hope this brings some new yarn fanatics to my channel, because I don't have anybody to talk yarn about with, other than now that I've officially like thrown myself to make myself Crystal and Karen's friends. If you've been following the comments in my posts, we've been like, oh, you're sick too. So even if Crystal and Karen are the only ones that watch this, thank you. And if you liked it, hit that thumbs up so I know for sure. And if you like me and you think I can bring great content to you, don't forget to subscribe. It really helps me out. And if you're new and you found this and you're like, oh, a new yarn channel, share me, because then I get more people and then I feel like it's worth spending my energy to do this. But let's be honest, I would talk to the wall about yarn, because that's basically what I'm doing right now. Anyway, like and subscribe.